Welcome along, everybody, to the very first GMBN pub quiz. I've got a couple of contestants for you that are just pure gold. We've got Neil in the red ring and then Blake in the blue corner. Guys, how you doing?
Where's the pub? I was promised the pub. I'm sat in my office.
It's slightly misleading, isn't it?
I'm currently waiting for my pint, Martyn.
All I can promise you is questions, but you will get drunk on enjoyment with these questions. It's going to be fantastic. And the great thing about this is you can all play along at home. So I'm going to go round by round. We're going to add up the scores after each round, and you can play along, see if you can beat Neil and Blake. And you can even pause the video if you want to give yourself more time to answer the question. So that's a bit of fun. Yeah. Right, should we get going, lads?
Google a question. Yeah.
No Googling, everybody. No Googling. It's not going to help anyone, including yourselves. Okay, right. So that's the one rule. Don't Google. Ready, lads? You ready for round one?
Ready.
Neil?
Yes.
Yes, I need an audible agreement, else I cannot continue with the questions. First up, we're going to start with racing questions. Question number one, name 4 racers that have won both an Enduro World Series race and a World Cup downhill race. Oh, that's hard.
4?
4, please. That's difficult, isn't it? I mean, I could name 1. I can definitely think of 1.
Oh.
Did I name 4? 4 racers that have won both an Enduro World Series and a World Cup downhill.
What's that French guy's name?
Can you do it, lads? Blake, just a suggestion. I wouldn't throw out names because you may be helping your, competitor. So
this is hard. I'm stuck on 3.
Stuck on 3? I got 1, obvious one. I got obvious 1.
Well, is it enough? Is it enough? Okay, right. Ready for question 2? Question 2.
Yes.
Have you both all got answers down?
No. I carry on.
Are you ready for me to carry on, Neil?
Sort
of. Okay, next question is, what nation has won the most EWS races? Oh. I think that one's kind of easy. I could have got that one myself. I'm a mountain biking dummy. And I think I could have got that. Blake, got an answer down?
I think so.
You think you've got an answer? That's worrying. I think Neil's probably got this one in the bag. Looks confident.
He's a racer.
Yeah, he looks confident. Don't worry, Blake. Your round will come. And everyone at home, I hope you've all got your answer down. Remember, press pause at any time if you want a bit more time. That's the one advantage you've got over these 2 idiots. That's good fun.
You got any pork scratchings?
No, but Blake, you really need to concentrate and not think about your stomach. Question number 3.
First question. I got the 4th one. Got it.
Wow.
Sorry. Well, you can always go back, I guess. I mean, that's fair enough. Question number 3. In 2015, Australian Conor Fearon came within 400ths of winning his first downhill World Cup. Who beat him, and what was so special about it? That's a good one. It's a really good one. I don't think Blake's going to get this. Blake, what are you thinking? Got any ideas? Don't shout them out. Blake?
Yeah.
You went very quiet there. That was you in thought, was it?
I was actually thinking about this, Martyn.
And Neil, what are you thinking? So you've got an answer.
I've got an answer. I can't remember the exact specifics of what happened. But I've got
wow, that's an important point. I'll give you 1 point for each of those. You can get the person and then the reason. There's 2 points available on that one. I'm a very generous host. I think it's the bow tie in me, Right, next question is, who is the only male American to have won the XC World Cup Series? Ooh.
Series.
Who is the only male American to have won the XC World Cup Series? Oh, That
I know it. I know the guy's face, but I don't know the name. Can I draw him?
which makes me think you don't actually know the answer to this one, Blake. That's what that makes me think.
How long ago were we talking, Martin? How long ago? For a clue?
You want a clue?
Yeah. Decade.
Okay, in the 90s. In the 90s.
I got it.
You're looking at a 90s rider for that one. Okay, next question. How many British riders got on the podium for downhill World Cups in 2019? Ooh, now that is a very good question, because was it a good year?
Men or women?
Riders, was it?
Men or women or both?
Men. Men only. Because it's going to confuse matters otherwise. And you guys both look very confused. I've never seen a more confused couple.
That was a wild guess.
Wow, that could be scary answer then.
I think all my answers are going to be scary, Martin.
Okay, Neil, got an answer down for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Next question, and the last one in our race category.
Good.
Men's World Cup XC has been dominated for 14 years by two riders, Absalon and Schurter. Who is the only other person to have won the series in that time? Oh, that's a good question.
I know the guy's face.
You do not know this guy's face. There's a high 100% no, you don't know this guy's face.
What was the time period again?
14.
I'll give you the whole question. In the last 14 years, XC has been dominated by Julian Absalon and Nino Schurter, who is the only other rider to have won the series in that 14-year period, Neil. Who was it? Come on now. Think hard. And you viewers out there, think hard now. Don't Google. Pause if you need to. Who was it? Now, if you've both got answers down, I'm going to give you the answers to round one.
Oh,
Let's
great.
see where this competition is going.
Downhill.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Right, answer to number one. Name the four racers who've won both Enduro and World Cup. It's got to be one of these four people, four of this group of people. It's Tracy Mosley, Martin Mays,
Yes!
Nico Vulioz, and Caroline Chausson. You get 1 point for each one of those people you got.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 1 point, Martin.
How many did you get, Neil?
I put Fab in Burrell, but maybe he didn't win World Cups. He just won 2 world champs.
He did.
I got 3. Martin Mays.
3. And Blake, you got
1.
1. It's all right. That's not bad. It's more than I thought you'd get, Blake. It's more than I thought you'd get.
Thanks, Martin.
Right. What was the nation that won the most EWS races? What is the nation that's won the most EWS races? Who'd you go with, Neil?
France.
Blake?
Australia.
Wow! That's 1 more point to Neil.
Yay, damn it.
Right, in the third question was, in 2015, Australian Conor Fearon came within 400ths of winning his first World Cup downhill. Who was the person who beat him, and what was the reason? Blake Samson.
Oh, Danny Hart.
No. Neil, who are you going with?
Aaron Gwyn.
It is Aaron Gwyn, and for 1 more bonus point, why?
You had a mechanical.
I'm sorry, I'm going to need a little bit more on that.
I can't remember if it was the chain or the tyre.
Well, you're going to have to be brave and pick one.
Wasn't it his pedals or something?
No. Chain.
It was. It's
Yeah.
Wow. Unlucky, Blake. This isn't going well so far. This has not been your round. The fourth question was, who is the only male American to have won the XC World Cup Series?
TOMAC.
It's a TOMAC from Blake, and Neil's going with?
Ned Overend.
Wow! It was John TOMAC.
Yes! Yes!
Uh-oh.
I had those two written down. I couldn't decide between the two of them.
Uh-oh. Blake on the comeback. That has got Blake on 2 at the moment, and that is we've got Neil on 6. So it's not close at the moment. Number 5, how many British riders got on the podium in downhill for 2019?
2.
And Blake, what are you going with?
10.
10?
I'm feeling good for these guys. You know, it's UK. We support.
You both don't get a point for that one. It was 3.
Oh.
Danny Hart, Laurie Greenland, and Matt Walker. Oh. And right now, number 6, Men's World Cup Series. Who was the only person to get in the way of Schurter and Absalon owning it all in 14 years?
My answer was a Frenchman.
Well, that's not even correct.
I've said Kulavi, but I don't know about that.
It was Yaroslav Kulavi. Well done.
Whoa!
That puts you on 7 points. And Blake, you are lagging a long way behind on 2. But what have you got at home? Very interesting, this. Are you keeping up with our 2 experts? Right, now it's time for the free ride round, and I'm hoping that Blake's going to fight back here because we're a little bit behind. You're a little bit behind. Are you worried?
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay, Neil, hold on. Here we go. Question 1 in the free ride round. Who was the first rider to win the Triple Crown of Slopestyle? Oh, that's a tricky one. I'm not sure Blake's going to know that. Who was the first rider to win the Triple Crown of Slopestyle? Ooh. Blake, how are you feeling about his question?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Confident. Here we go. This is a new Blake Samson. Neil, you got this one?
I've got a name, but yeah.
Second question. What is Brandon Semenuk's latest edit called? Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
That is hard, actually.
That is a hard question. I'm not sure either of you are going to know this. And going by the looks on your faces, I'm only going to give you a moment more. So, Blake, you need to make that decision. Whoa. What did you guys do at home? You got that on. I feel there's a chance here to get in front of these 2. Grab a point off them.
I don't know. Where was it?
Third
Loads of
question.
little guys. He does loads of little ones.
Third question. You're going to have to move on from this, Blake. Who won Fort William World Cup and Red Bull Rampage in 2003? I'm looking for a little sign of recognition on their faces. Blake's looking like he passed wind, actually. Not like he's thinking. I feel like this round is more difficult than it really implied it would be, and I feel like you, the viewer, has got an opportunity here. I really do. Use your pause button if you need it. Use your pause button, but don't Google.
I haven't got a pause button, mine.
Next, question 4. The first double backflip in Rampage history was done by who? The first double backflip in Rampage history was done by whom? Yes, it's a difficult question. Can I give you a clue?
Yes.
No. I don't think either of you guys are going to get that one. I definitely wouldn't have done it. Oh, Blake's running out of time. I'm going to give you a little click on the clock there. That's the end of that round. End of that round, and I'm going to give you the answers. Question 1 in that round was, who was the first rider to win the Triple Crown of Slopestyle? Blake, who have you got?
Oh, I got 2 names, but I'm going to have to choose one of them.
You are going to, yes, you're right.
I'm going to say Rogatkin.
Nikolai Rogatkin. And Neil, who are you going to go with?
Darren Bearclaw.
It was Nikolai Rogatkin.
No!
Blake Samson making a move. Don't worry, Neil, there's a long way to go. Question 2, what is Brandon Semenuk's latest edit called? Anyone
Insomnia. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, he likes a one-word title, doesn't he? I've gone for synchronized. It's something like that.
Okay, so it's synchronized and insomnia. It sounds like a terrible condition you're both describing. Synchronized insomnia. Oh, what are you suffering with? Oh, I've got a terrible bout of synchronized insomnia. You're both wrong. It was First Tracks in Japan. Lightspeed featuring Brandon Semenuk. Catchy title.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
So no points for either of you there, which is a shame. I wonder how the viewer did. Have they started to make a move on you? Right. Question 3. Who won the Fort William World Cup and Red Bull Rampage in 2003? Come on, Neil. You must have this.
CEDRIC.
CEDRIC GRACIA. That's a good shout. What about Blake Samson? What you got?
CEDRIC GRACIA.
You're both going with CEDRIC GRACIA. Oh, you're both correct.
Yes.
That's very good. That's very good quizzing. Well done, lads. Okay, the answer for question 4 in the free ride round. Who did the first double backflip in Red Bull Rampage history? Neil Donoghue. Who are you going with?
Got a few names here. I
Well,
think.
name one.
Well, Sorgi, I'm going to have to say.
What were your other names, Neil?
I wondered about Tyler McCall.
Right, and who else?
Lecondegy was probably my favourite, but then you said I wasn't going to get it, so I crossed him off.
That was quite the ride of wrong answers. Blake, who are you going to go with?
I'm going with Paul Baz.
Wow, Paul Baz doing a double backflip.
Yeah, he's done one. He was the first one to pull the natural double backflip.
Well, not in Red Bull Rampage, he wasn't. It was Antoine BIZET.
Oh, yeah. Fucking.
Okay, after 2 rounds, we've got Neil Donoghue on 8 points and Blake lagging behind, halfway behind, 4 points. Right, next round. Can't wait. Next round. This one is history, and I'm not hopeful that either of you are going to get this.
Real world history.
Here we go. History. Question 1. Grip shifts early shifters were called what? Oh, that's a good question. That seems like a good question for you, the viewer, to be able to jump up and really show these two what it's all about. I hope you are playing along. Got an answer for that, lads? Want a bit more time? No? I'm going on. Question 2. What part of MTB was a soft ride and what did it do? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. What was a soft ride? What did it do? Oh, you guys are like got poker faces in this round. It's starting to get a little bit serious. I think you two are like you're starting to get a little bit competitive now. Next question, and the last one in the history round. What year did Shimano XDR come out?
Ooh.
Oh, Neil liked that one.
No, we're not going to get it because that's.
I think Blake's writing a book or something. Blake's got it. Those 3 questions answered in the history round. Ready for the answers? Let's see
I'm
what.
not sure I understand.
Who is playing Siri?
Siri, we were not asked to play. We were not asked to play this game, so I don't think it matters whether you understand or not.
So there was 3 questions in that round. Was there, Mr. Ashton?
How many answers have you got? 3 questions in that one. Okay, answer to question 1 in the history round. Grip shifts early shifters were called what?
Twist shift?
Close, Neil. Close. No. Blake?
Quick shift.
No. It was power grip.
Whoa, hang on there, Martin. I've been doing some fact checking. Actually, SRAM, who made those grip shifts, the first models were called grip shift. Power grip's actually made by rival brand Sachs, who SRAM later acquired. Anyway, that was wrong. Who writes this quiz? Right, carry on.
Right, what part of an MTB was a soft ride and what did it do?
The frame. It was with that sort of swinging arm thing with a seat on the end.
I went with a saddle suspension, went up and down.
I'll give you both of that one. Yeah, I'll give you both of that. It's
Hey.
sort of what it was. I'll give you that. I'm feeling lenient.
Is that one?
I described it exactly. But You're right. Neil, you're right. That's what it was. And Blake, you're right. That's what it did. So together, you're a great team. What did you do at home, viewer? What did you go with? Did you get that? That's actually, if you think back, you definitely know what it looked like, don't you? You can see it in your mind. Okay, next question answer was, what year did Shimano XTR come out? Neil, go on.
That's difficult. I know it's old. I'm going to say 1980.
Wow.
1980.
Well,
Blake, what are you going with?
I'll go with 94.
94?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what, guys? I'm surprised because I thought both of you would get that one. It's 1991.
Is it?
I was pretty close.
Wow. So both just getting a point in that round. Your history not strong. That means we've got Neil on 9, Blake on 5. It's getting tight. And Blake, you might be leaving this a little bit late for the general knowledge round to help you, really.
All knowledge.
But are you ready for the general knowledge round?
Yes.
Are you excited for the general knowledge round?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need another beer.
Classic. Right, here we go. First question in the general knowledge round. Our recent XC versus downhill video was a huge hit. What 2 bikes were being ridden? Ooh, that's good, that is. Ooh, that is good. What are you thinking on that one? Surely you know that one, Blake. You were in it. You were in that one. I'm not going to give you too long to answer that one. Okay. Got answers?
Do we get a point for each bike?
No.
Okay.
You get one less point for being in the video riding the bike.
I'm closer to saying yes than that than I was the original question from Blake.
Well, that means I get no points if I answer because I'm in twice.
I'm pretty sure you're going to get no points anyway.
3 times. I get minus point. I'm a crazy guy as well.
Question 2. Where was the latest GMBN Tech Factory tour? Oh, that's a good one. I know the answer to that. I enjoyed that video a lot. It's a great watch, by the way. Just check that out on GMBN Tech. Great channel. Great channel, despite the presenters. Got answers for that one, lads?
I think these questions came from one of those presenters.
Probably. They're the only people who are clever enough to ask questions. What is currently the most viewed video on GMBN? Oh, that's difficult.
It's not. It was difficult.
Most viewed.
These questions are all about Blake. Blake, if you don't get a full house in these rounds, I don't know what we're going to do. Oh, that's tricky. I don't think Blake knows this. It's quite funny. Okay. Which special guest joined Blake in How Not to Maintain Your Bike? Well, that's easy. That's easy. Whoever wrote these questions obviously wasn't thinking Blake was going to be in this quiz because it's like a little bit like asking what Blake had for dinner last night. But not sure
last night.
Right. Next question is what's the latest thing that Blake built in the video on GMBN? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? These are all Blake questions. Although, Neil, don't despair because I'm not 100% confident Blake will get these things right. Because you're a bald, over-tanned dummy.
Whoa. So.
Whoa.
Whoa. So Blake built.
He doesn't know, Neil. He doesn't know.
Or Neil might not get it.
Next question. What does Rob Warner first shout when beginning his hot pursuit of a suspect in episode 1 of the Random Tandem? Oh. That's a classic line. I'm always getting that quoted to me on Instagram. Oh, Blake doesn't know, or he's just smelt something bad. I'm not sure. It's one of the two.
Both.
I wonder. The answers for that, lads?
Yep.
No.
And the last question of episode 1 of the GMBN quiz, not in a pub, is what is Blake wearing on the what not to wear on your mountain bike thumbnail? Blake doesn't know. I can tell. I can tell by his face he doesn't know. Oh, man. I reckon, Blake, if I asked you what boxer shorts are you wearing without looking today, you wouldn't know the answer.
No, I should have said it.
Right, we're going to go to the answers on round 4, the general knowledge round. Question 1, our recent XC versus downhill video was a huge hit. What were the 2 bikes being ridden? Ooh. What are you going with, Blake?
The Sender and the Mega.
Really?
Nuke-proof Mega.
Yeah.
The Canyon Sender.
Yeah.
On the XC versus downhill video.
The one that you shot about 2 weeks ago.
The one that you're in. Okay.
Versus downhill.
Okay, that's your good answers. Neil, what are you going with?
I'm going to say Rich rode a Canyon Exceed and Blake rode a Nuke-proof Descent.
That's 2 points to Neil.
What? I'm getting confused by the questions now.
Yeah.
What was the question?
The question, I'm going to read it one more time, but it's a bit late now, Blake. Our recent XC versus downhill video.
Oh, I listened to the question too bad. Oh, I actually failed.
Okay, that's not gone well for you, Blake. Anyway, next question was, where was the latest GMBN Tech Factory tour?
Cars.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's 1 point each. Well done. What is currently the most viewed video on GMBN?
That one that he was just thinking about.
That one. Downhill bike versus trail bike. That's when I was on a Sender.
Yes. That's 1 point to Blake. And Neil, what you got for that?
Yeah. Trail versus downhill.
All right. Now I'll give you an extra point if you can tell me how many views it's got.
4.4.
Oh, Blake, what are you going with?
4 point. What?
You need the extra point here, Blake.
I don't know. 4.7
or maybe less.
4.6.
4.6. That's correct. 4.6 million is a bonus point for Blake there to make this some kind of
cheating.
And he's got it on the phone. That's ridiculous. Which special guest joined Blake for the how to not maintain your bike?
Dan Pilgrim.
Dan Pilgrim.
Yes, well done, both of you. Who was the latest presenter? What's the latest thing that Blake built in a video on GMBN?
Rollers.
Sorry, I'm going to ask you the question again. What's the latest thing that Blake built in a video on GMBN?
Rollers.
You're right. It was rollers.
What was the answer, Martin?
The answer they've got here is a berm.
That's what I put down my second answer, but rollers have just come out.
Yeah, I think maybe that was just older or something like that. So I'll go with that. Rollers. So it's a point each for you there. What does Rob Warner first shout when beginning his hot pursuit of his suspect in episode 1 of the Random Tandem? Blake, what you got?
Catch him, he's a slow. Coach.
No. Neil?
Catch that mother.
That's good. They were both good answers. It was stop in the name of the law.
Oh, 4 bags.
4 bags. Unlucky. Right, and the last question. What is Blake wearing on the what not to wear on your mountain bike thumbnail? Neil, what you got?
A dress.
It sounds like Blake, I've got to be honest.
I was going to say a dress as well. Actually, no. I know. Speedos.
Speedos?
Yes.
You're right. And you needed that point. There's been a slight comeback. It's been a slight comeback, and I've got the overall scores now. Tell you what, it wasn't that far between the two of you in the end. But we've got a winner. I think we knew. I think we knew this was going to happen. We've got a winner in Neil Donoghue with 15 points.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
done, Neil. And Blake, you did come back at the end there with 11. Not bad at all.
Yeah. Nice.
So, viewer, what did you get? Did you play along? And did you beat these two? Let us know honestly, as if this is going to happen, in the comments down below, if you honestly beat our two experts. And make sure you join us next time for a GMBN pub quiz. Bring a pint. I think you two should probably bring a pint next time.
More brain fuel.
Yeah, and we will see you in that quiz when it happens. Who knows? It could be coming up quick because we might still be on lockdown. Love, like, and share on all the platforms. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
See ya.